I betrayed her. I went to go and date the boy she had a thing with. I found out from someone else's status that instead of him to come pick me up, he went to pick up another girl. I'm not going to say what he went to Clara's school to do because I don't want James to know it's it's him we are talking about. You know, she gave me this reply like, don't get into my business kind of reply. If he like, let him go missing. The police can post him, his family members can post him, but I'm not gonna post my relationship on the internet, okay? Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing this beautiful face for the first time, welcome in and welcome to the gang. Please don't make it your last. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to do that and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're having another story time. So today we're going to be talking how my friend and I ended up dating the same guy. This story is kind of embarrassing because if you guys listen to this story, you think I was lame, I was stupid. Like thinking about it, I'm like, why did I even get into something like this? I'm usually that girl that is like, nah, I'm a girl's girl. Don't date your friend's ex. Don't do that, you know. But it's not really something I'm, you know, kind of embarrassed about or something I'm not gotten over. So I feel like since something I've gotten over, it's easier for me to share it with you guys. So besties, this story happened in 2019, but I'll try as much as possible to share only what I remember correctly and then leave the rest for 2019. It was 2 years after I left secondary school, and I had this guy who was my very good friend. Like, I've known each other for a really long time, so we are kind of close friends. He used to call me his wife, and I used to call him my husband. Oh my god, so we had that kind of friendship. He used to tell me his relationship escapades. I tell him mine. You know, we shared a lot of things. I feel like we were good friends to a certain level. I understood us to be like really good friends. So I'm going to be calling him James, and then I'm going to be calling my friend Clara. So along the line, he started asking me out. He asked me out. Then I'm that girl that is like, no, don't date your friend. You could end up bad. When you guys break up, you guys will become enemies. I used to understand it as that, like, don't do that, don't do that. It never ends right. So when he asked me out, I was like, no, I don't want us to get into a relationship, because I'm like, if we get into a relationship and we break up, we become enemies, we hate each other. Then he's like, no, it's not all relationships that end bad. All relationships can end good. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I understand our relationships can end good, but I don't want us to get into a relationship and then it will end bad and then we become enemies. Do you get? So, and I know he's that guy that loves being in a relationship. He's always in a relationship. So it's hard to find him single. And me, I'm not really a person that is obsessed with relationship. I'm not really into relationships like that. I still didn't get into a relationship with him then. So fast forward to some time later, I posted a picture of my friend on my status. That is Clara. I posted her picture on my status. Then he's like, oh, that he likes this girl. That can I give her his number? He's into light-skinned girls because Clara is light-skinned. I am light-skinned. So I think all his exes should be light-skinned. Oh yeah, one of his exes was light-skinned. I think I know of her existence. Like I said, we are sharing our relationship escapades with each other. And I asked Clara, oh, a friend of mine wants your number. Do you mind if I give it to him? Are you fine with it? Clara is like, what kind of person is he? I'm like, oh, he's a friend of mine. I would not give your number to somebody I know is not a good person. Okay, cool. I could give James her number. So I gave James Clara's number. Both of them got talking. Then once, you know, once in a while, I come and ask James, oh, how is it going? He's like, oh, I and Clara are getting to know each other. I'll ask Clara, how is it going with James? She's like, oh, we're just getting to know each other, you know, and that is what they told me. I don't know if they know each other more than that, you know, as at then. So that was what they told me. That days went into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. No, not months into years. A couple of weeks later, I think I asked Clara how James was or how their situationship is going. You know, she gave me this reply like, don't get into my business kind of reply. She did say it in a harsh way or something like that. But I understand this, like, it's her private life. She doesn't want to share. It's fine. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. And because of what she told me, I didn't bother going to ask James about it. They met online and they have never seen each other before. So fast forward to when James had to be in Clara's school because he had a business to attend to. I'm not going to say what he went to Clara's school to do because I don't want James to know it's him we are talking about. In case sometime in the future he runs into this video, so I don't want him to know it's him we are talking about. He and Clara now saw each other at Clara's school. When he was now going to Clara's school, he got Clara this really cute necklace, you know, gave it to Clara, you know, the other getting to the natural stage when you're trying to get a girl's attention. So you got her that necklace, you know, and all of that. I didn't know about this necklace. I found out about this necklace later, but I'm just going to be telling you guys the story, and then after, you guys will understand. Maybe towards the end of 2019, you know, ending of 2019, I think. So James asked me out again. And I've always known that James was into me. Then I'm not like, nah, I thought that you and my friend Clara are getting to know each other, have whatever it is you guys have going on. And then he's like, no, they don't have anything going on at the moment. I'm not like, but still, I don't want to date someone my friend has dated. And then he's like, no, that he and Clara never dated each other, that they didn't date themselves. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm that person that would like ask, because I like hearing two sides of the story. I'm not one to conclude. So I go ahead to ask Clara, did you and James ever date each other? Like, you know, did you guys get into a relationship? And then Clara is like, no, we didn't date each other. I don't know why both of them were telling me that story. Today, I feel like I was being lied to. And I don't know why I listened to them, because talking about this, I realized how insane that was. But because I asked James and I asked Clara, I felt like even if James had lied to me because he wanted to ask me out, Clara wouldn't lie to me. Do you get? So they gave me the impression they never dated each other. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. My sisters knew about James. No, I can't remember correctly. So I don't think they knew of Clara. I don't think I told them about Clara. So they're not like I should, like, you know, think about it, give James a chance. I mean, James has been on my case for a year, for a really long time. And I told James, oh, okay, cool. Let's just see how it goes. Let's take it one step at a time. And James is kind of like a pushy person. I'm not gonna lie. He's like that boy that would try, that will keep trying. He will keep trying until he actually gets what he wants. But I knew it, we ended up in a relationship. We got into a relationship. You know, the relationship was going beautifully, no problem, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, as at then, I liked James. But I mean, you don't get into a relationship with someone you don't like. I am that girl that would never post a relationship on the internet. If he like, lets him go missing. The police can post him, his family members can post him, but I'm not gonna post my relationship on the internet. Okay, I won't do that. Why? Because I feel like I put a lot of myself out there on the internet. I want to have that one thing that I keep to myself, that one thing that belongs to me. Even though you guys are my besties, I'll tell you guys everything, but like, you know, we have to keep some things to ourselves because, you know, we're humans. Okay, this story is kind of embarrassing, but I'm still going to tell it because, you know, we are besties, so any and everything is allowed, like I always say. 2019 ended, come 2020. So in 2020, the relationship started getting soft because he was supposed to come pick me up, but he didn't come pick me up. And I later found out from someone else's status. That's the funny thing. I found out from someone else's status that instead of him to come pick me up, he went to pick up another girl that was in our city, like we stay in the same city. Oh my god, that came to our city. Can you imagine? A homie, guys. So I got so pissed. Like, I'm that person that would be so pissed that don't speak to me. If you speak to me, I might say the wrong thing, so don't speak to me. If I get pissed or if I see you're moving funny, I will not confront you. I will just chill and know what you're going to do. I did not say anything. I kept quiet. Called me the next day. I didn't answer. So I finally answered this call. Then I was not like, okay, why didn't you come pick me up yesterday? He was not like that, that he's busy, that something that happened. I was not like, you're busy, what were you busy with? Then he is not like that. His friend came to pick him up. I was not like a girl or a boy. He was not like a girl. I was not like, do I know her? It's like, I don't know. I don't remember what he said, but I don't really remember what happened. But I showed my displeasure. He explained himself. And you know, I let that slide, which was very stupid. I shouldn't have let it slide. Maybe September, October-ish, that period, and I found out that he was in a relationship with someone else. It wasn't me that he was in a relationship with. It wasn't Clara that he was in a relationship with. It wasn't that girl that he went to pick up that he was in a relationship with. It was a whole new face. I saw it. I said, oh, okay, cool. That was the sign. I said, okay, no problem. Oh, I carry my bag and left. Later on, Clara now started giving me this attitude. You know, when someone's energy is off, someone starts giving you weird energy. I was not confident. I was like, oh, what is the problem? Like, why are you acting like this? You know, that kind of thing. So she explains to me how I ended up dating someone she dated. I'm not like, sis, I asked you. You said you didn't date this boy. I asked this boy. You guys say you guys didn't date each other. So why are you blaming me? You told me you guys didn't date. I didn't know that you guys dated each other, because both of you gave me the impression that you guys didn't date each other. But I think she was saying that even though they didn't date each other, but like, you know, maybe they did some things things adults do that I don't know. So why am I now the bad person? I asked you, you said you didn't date James. I asked James said he didn't date Clara. So how am I now the bad person because I ended up in a relationship with James? Me speaking to you guys this moment, if this situation were to repeat itself again, I wouldn't date James. I wouldn't ever be in a relationship with James. And because I'm that girl that would never, no matter what, have an issue with another girl because of a guy, and Clara is that kind of person, so that made us not to have a serious issue, and we kind of like, you know, called it beats, because it's like the person that we are going to cut each other's necks for, it was not even someone that would have been worth it. In fact, no guy is worth it. She played a role in it, and I played a role in it, and I find that situation kind of embarrassing, because I would never be that girl. I feel like Clara is human, so it's okay for her to get pissed and think that, oh, I betrayed her, I went to go and date the boy she had a thing with. But she couldn't really blame me so much, because she told me that they weren't an item. Since we were talking about, the relationship didn't even last. It's not that it didn't last, it lasted for quite a minute, but like, it went south for me, it went south for her. I don't really know what happened between she and James. I never asked James, and I never asked her, because, you know, I and James didn't end well, so there was nothing to ask. Telling you guys stories like this, it also kind of draws us closer. We are young girls in Nigeria in our 20s who kind of have a relationship escapades. Hey you besties! That brings us to the end of today's video. If you haven't enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to do that, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next video, same time next week. Bye!
Baby, read the fine print. I've got baggage and it's all Gucci. Don't get too attached to me. Everybody act like the answer. One love like in the movies, wasting precious time assuming